let's check out some Sable. So we're gonna go over some videos I took. I'll just skip through a lot of this. Yesterday when I first popped it in, I think this is what I'll do. I'll like probably play some games off stream and then some new ones, and then like if I'm into it I might, you know, do a stream on it, and so then I'll just go back and look at the clips I did to kind of talk about what I thought. So yeah, I like this game so far. I've only played like maybe a couple hours at most, maybe an hour, and as you can see, it's like a desert planet game. It's like an explorer game. You explore. You're like this character Sable, and it's reminiscent of like a Zelda game, like a Breath of the Wild type of Zelda, the new ones. And as you can see there, it's not. I don't know if you noticed that there is a little bit of a hitching there. It's not like 100% polished, but it's fine because it's like an indie game, right? It's like a lower budget game. Right there is a hitch. And yeah, it's a desert planet. Like sometimes recently I feel like maybe we've seen too many desert planets ever since Star Wars and Dune, but I like how it's doing. It's all about the execution. I think so far it's good execution. Because again, it's one of those games also that's not like hand-holdy, so like you kind of just have to explore and figure things out by yourself sometimes. But it's not that hard. You just have to go up to a character like this and see what they say. They don't have any voice overs, which is okay. You know, that means we can make our own voices for each characters. But I like the writing too. It's actually well written. I think it's fun. It's lots of fun characters, and the main thing is really exploring, and you get like an ability to hover a little later. The other main thing is the bike situation. This is the test bike that we were given, and now we're gonna have to upgrade it. That's the thing. The main goal is to go out and find parts for it, scavenge for parts so we can upgrade it, because it's a clunker, you know, and you can feel it too in the controls. Especially with the freaking DualSense controller for PS5. I don't even know where else. I'm assuming this is a PC game as well, but it's not a PS4. And I think they used the PS5 controller real well, because it's like when you press down the trigger button on the hover bike to make it go forward. It's like you know, hard to push it down on intentionally, and I think maybe when you upgrade it, it'd probably be like smoother. And then another cool thing is like the compass here is like you have to bring it up like this in order to see where to go, and there's no like mini map. That's really cool. It's very immersive. It feels like an immersive type of game, you know. You know, a little funny animation there, but it's cute. I like it. And you know, we'll get into it. The thing I really want to show off is this creature. Look at this thing. What is that? This is amazing. You've never seen anything like this. Let's just watch this for a second. What do you think is going to happen here? Take a guess. Maybe. That might happen. But did you ever suspect that this would happen? You get a chum egg. That's cool, isn't it? I love it. I love seeing like cool alien creatures that you can discover in this game that are, you know, that seem unique and different from other alien creatures you see anywhere else. Like, it reminds me of a show I watched a little bit of, Scavenger's Reign, that was on Max and now it's on Netflix. Check it out. It's a sci-fi show about like it has a similar like aesthetic too. Like it's like a cartoon, right? It's like animated and it has a similar style. And you get like to see all these weird creatures and how they interact with each other and the humans that find them and stuff. And this is where you get the floaty thing. This is another cool mechanic where you actually can float about. Look at that. And it's like Breath of the Wild because you can climb on pretty much anything, and it has a stamina meter there. And then you use that to float. Yeah, a little bit janky here and there, those little animations, but it's fine. It's like, because it's just fun, like just going around and hovering and climbing stuff, and it feels nice, you know, one of the lines in this game is like, she says, or Sable says to another character, like, you can choose actually to say like, oh, it feels like a nice warm bubble. I feel safe in this little bubble when I float around. And so that's kind of like also the feeling. I wonder, you know, when I play the game, I wonder if there's going to be like combat though, because I haven't discovered any combat. A lot of it is right now, it's just doing platforming and exploring. And I love doing that stuff. One thing that was fun is that, I don't even know if this is intentional, but there's a moment here where you can like land on the side. Oh yeah, this thing of the wall. Excuse my rambling, but look at that. That's I think a sun or something, some kind of star. That's what reminds me of also of Scavenger's Ring, because like the world just feels like an actual alien world. Like, you know, what if there's like a alien world out there where like there's a sun that's like the shape of an egg? You know, you ever thought of that? It also kind of reminds me of maybe molecular cell type situation. Maybe like we're inside a cell or something. Maybe this is a microcosm or something. Because like, look at that. It's like a blob in the distance. Can I take a better look at it maybe? I think I went too far. Like, that's not even a celestial body. It's more like a celestial ocean. Who knows? I'm excited to find out what's going on really around this world. But look at that, it's fun. And then here's the other thing. You can like, this is what I was talking about. You can land on this side of the rock where I don't even know if it's intended, but like you can walk around right here. So it's gonna be fun, like figuring out how we get to places and if we can like go places maybe we're not supposed to, but there's stuff jumping on the edge here and like walking on this narrow path, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much the main thing I've gone through so far in this game. And so the goal now is to find pieces. So another cool thing is you can place markers, and again, this is kind of like the compass where like, I'll show it off once we start playing, but you place them with this device, you know, and so you have to bring it up. So it also reminds me a little bit of Outer Wilds, which I played a little bit of, or like it feels like all the tools you have feel immersive, and there's different ways of interacting with the world with you using them, you know, like as if you were really interacting with it. And I don't know, it's pretty cool. I like it. And there's some fun characters here. Oh, that's something else. Okay, so then let's get into the game. So we're going to transition here. We're going to launch it. And we're going to do some exploring. Sorry for that white screen. Shed works. I wonder if they're working on other stuff. Like, so the thing is that I have read a little bit about this, that they're pretty much done with this game. They're not really fully developing it further. I mean, it's a done game, it's finished, but it's not 100% polished. As you saw, there were some frame drops. And this is the PS5, I don't think they'll ever really go back to it. I'm hoping they're like working on another game to advance this world maybe, or a different game with these mechanics or something. That'd be cool. But it looks real nice too, like the colors and stuff, and it's of course like cel shaded. And the animation of the character also is kind of like mimicking animation, so it's not like super smooth, but it's kind of reminiscent of maybe the animation you would see in like something like Into the Spider-Verse or other animation in general. And at first it was a little bit jarring, but you know, it works, and you get used to it. And like basically you start off in this town, and then you're set off on your journey, because like the idea is basically like explore and build and upgrade your bike. And I guess I'm not sure what else besides that. It's like a thing that she's going through, like a certain coming of age situation where she has to go out and venture into the world, you know. And this guy here is a bit nostalgic about that, and is happy for me because I get to do that. I get to explore the world, you know. Obscure lyrical meaning. And so how you, when you talk to people, it's like, it's almost like reading a book or something too, because like this is what Sable is thinking, I guess. And then we have the dialogue. There is a great verse that says much about our folk, buried under sand. Is that it? Okay. We look up the cliff edge, the shore hooves of the ibex anchored to the steps. Horned sentinels guarding the high plateau, our boots find purchase in the stone, and we remember the days when we could not glide. Might be more to that. And it looks like, you know, every now and then you can maybe come across some side quests. Like up there's a character, and I went to another character. Like this mother here wants her kid back down, and I went to go talk to the kid up there, but I'm not sure how to get the kid back down here. Maybe the kid will come down here eventually. Okay, so then here's the clunker, and it's cool too because you can like press X to strafe, so you can control it this way. You know, it's probably best to use in cramped areas. Use the strafe function, and then the regular function. You can't really reverse or brake. You know, there's no brake button, and I wonder if there's going to be a brake button later on we can upgrade. And this is the fastest we can go, and you can feel it, like the controller like vibrates. You know, like an engine vibrating, like about to like give out. And like the trigger on the controller is also, it's like resistant to your press. Right here, you're pressing it, and so it really feels it. It feels like, you know, we gotta get this upgraded. And the funny thing is that we're supposed to get a good one, like a good bike, but that this guy wasn't able to, I guess, repair this one in time for our journey. But I did notice, you know, that there is, it looks like there's another bike over here that is in the process of being made, you know. And there's a button here. I don't know, I can't press anything. But I feel like this is going to be our upgrade one day. Like once we like maybe even get to the end of the game, we might be able to upgrade it to this, maybe. Or it might even just be better once we get all upgrades. But part of it is like the journey, you know? It's the journey of upgrading your own bike instead of just getting a brand spanking new one, you know? And it's part of the progression system of the game, which I think is fun. And it is pretty much open world. It seems open world to me. We have a map here. Oh, you can fast travel there. And I don't think every area. Oh, I don't think it's super this big. Like it's gonna be like a bit constricted. As you can see here, we can't go this way, I don't think. So it's like within this, but it's still a pretty big explorable area, and it looks like there's gonna be a lot more. You know, we're like, you know, 10% of the whole game right now. And then, so I put markers down because those are the markers. Those are the places where we can upgrade our stuff, our bike. And so again, here is the compass. We have the markers there. So that's how you like navigate. The blue thing is your bike. And then I put the markers there, and then other quest indicators will be there. So instead of looking at your map, it's like you're just using this, which I find fun. I like that, you know, better than having to always look at a mini map or go back and forth between a map screen. And then this is what you use to mark stuff. You can mark, you know, look at that. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, I like stuff like that. Again, it reminds me of Outer Wilds. And so I guess the first thing to do is go over there. Let's go over there and find a piece. We have, you know, a quest here. The quest is basically find a control panel, a power supply, and an atomic calibrator. And once we get those three, maybe our bike will be real good. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do wonder if we're gonna get into a combat. Maybe this is mostly just an exploration game, which I don't mind. I like that idea too. Like just exploring and platforming. All right, looks like we can interact with this one. Looks like there's a person there. No, there's no person there. It's just a dialogue box. There's nothing of use to be found in the ship, but I notice a blinking light flashing on the dashboard of the cockpit. Dun dun dun. Let's push a button and see what happens. A voice crackles from the machinery in front of me. It sounds like a recording. It's barely audible. Stop messing about with those buttons, you absolute idiot. Sorry, Ramen. Concentrate. I don't think I have to remind you how much work it was to get this far. We're almost there. Alright, let's see if what that old machinist told us holds up. If not, there'll be hell to pay. I hear the sound of mechanical adjustments being made. 3 clicks, buttons being pressed perhaps. Okay, when I push this orange thing, pull that lever hard. Yes, Ramen. The sound of a click and a loud grunt before a snapping sound. Oh no. I mean, oh. On Rahana's mask. Not that hard. You've torn it out. Suddenly the speakers are filled with static and a low rumble that gradually increases in pitch, and then the sounds of something cheering. It worked! We're flying! More cheering. Is that the sound of someone dancing? Okay, let's focus. This thing is moving fast. We need to slow it down a bit. How do we do that, Ramen? Let me check the machinist notes. Long pause. The rumbling static sound that started playing when the ship took off is still increasing in pitch. Ramen. That lever, Toma. The one you just ripped out. We're going too fast. We're going to crash. We need to try to... The recording cuts off there. Uh-oh. There's no corpses, so maybe they survived. Where could they be? Maybe we'll find them out in the world somewhere. You can pretty much climb everything. And, it's nice. I feel like, you know, I haven't played a lot of the Breath of the Wild, the Zelda games that came out, like the new ones. I played a little bit of Breath of the Wild, but I've been kind of wanting to play more of it. So it's nice to have something like that here. This is a cutscene. I can't control anything. Are you looking for a calibrator? I am immediately on guard. Saima has always been a mischief maker and taken tremendous pleasure in tormenting me. In theory, I am older, more experienced, and should be more than able to withstand it. That's the little girl that was up top that the mother wanted her to come down, I think. In practice. You won't find it here. I've hidden it. You'll never find it. Never, never. She never fails to get to me. May I please have it? I decided to be gentle and ask her, may I please have it? May I please have it? She mimics me terribly, all high and screechy. May I please have it? Despite my best efforts, I seethe. Oh well, too bad. Maybe you'll find it on your own, but I don't think so. Saima laughs off my irritation, but I'm not going to give her the satisfaction. I cross my arms and try to effect a change. I'll give you the calibrator. I put out my hand, proud of myself for standing all before Saima. If you give me some beetles. That's a fair trade, isn't it? Something you want for something I want. I try to decide if it's more mature to push her over and steal the calibrator or to acquiesce. But then I simply stifle a sigh and shake her little hand. Perhaps some of the adults in the camp know where I can find one. Oh boy. We gotta get some beetles now. Beetles tend to be... A lot of beetles tend to be at the roots of plants. That's where I find some beetles sometimes when I go out in the backyard. So maybe we go that way. I imagine the same recording there. Oops. And yeah, so the controls are basically you dash around with circle. Keep in mind the diamond there is your stamina. And you can jump like that, and then when you hold X, you float with that little thing. And then climbing. Climbing is just basically walk up to a place and press X, right? Except I guess some places you can't climb on. This is too slippery of a situation here. And then there's crouching. That kind of seems to indicate that. I think that means that there's going to be some stealthing going on here. Could be. I'm gonna go check out some plants. There are plants here and there. Maybe that's where we can find some beetles. I did find like a butterfly, I think. There's no really interaction we can do here. The controller's like rumbling, but I think it's just... No. Actually, it's rumbling when I'm close to the plant here. Is it because there's a bunch of beetles in the ground underneath? Well, there's no action I can take. I guess we'll go back to camp and see what the adults say. We got some signs there. That's how you can tell which way, which places are where. But I'm just gonna eyeball it and try to remember it by memory, like where things are. I guess we could ask everybody. I could ask about catching beetles for that awful little Sima. Do you know where I can find some beetles? The nest of beetles just east of here. You can't just walk up to one and catch it though. There's some seeds growing on the rocks around the nest. Drop a seed on the floor and the beetle will start eating it. Then you can sneak up and grab it. Ask me a series of increasingly strange questions. Okay. So, where's the beetle's nest? Is it over there? This must be it. That doesn't tell me anything. Can I ask where Sima went? Do you know about Sima's hiding place? I know she spends a lot of time in the cave under the camp. You could have a look down there. Okay, interesting. But where? How do I access that cave? Maybe I should have followed her when she ran off. There must be an entrance somewhere. I guess we'll find it on the way back. So it's kind of cool how they introduced this bike too, like, you know, because you have to upgrade it, and that's like a good way of easing players into the mechanics, and like, you know, because if it was super fast right now, I would probably be bumping into things before I got used to the controls. It does, like, and you know, and it's gonna feel really nice, like some good progression when we get it upgraded. How do we get up there though is the question. I think we're just gonna have to climb. The thing is, we gotta find a good spot we can actually climb. Maybe back that way. Okay, we can maybe even, oh, look at that, we have to go that way. Can we go up this way? I wonder with enough speed if we can, but I don't think it matters. Looks like there's some kind of pot up there. Or just pieces. This is kind of like Scavenger's Reign the game almost. Not exactly, but close enough. once you're on like a wall and climbing, you can't jump up like in Zelda or other games. When you press the X button, you just drop down. Beetles. Those are some long-nosed beetles. We need to get some seeds. They hide, they don't attack. Where are the seeds? What if I just sneak up like this? I don't think that's gonna work. Up there, that's a seed, right? There we go. How long until they eat it? One beetle. Oh, what? They got away. How many more? It's infinitely spawning seeds. I should probably just bring down a bunch of them. I need 3 beetles, right? Do I even have to sneak up on them? Oh, I guess I do have to sneak up on them. Can I sneak up in their line of view? Line of sight. Did I not grab it? Oh boy. One more. This is fun, I like it. I should probably collect more beetles just to have some. Alright, that's a good amount. I guess now we go back. We gotta find Saima. Ooh, one of these. I love you guys. This one's sparkling pink sparkles. Chum egg. Beautiful. These eggs seem to float with the hello, with how light they are. There must be a good place to deliver these. We got 2 of those. So that's... Okay, so this is the beetle nest. Oh, this is marked here. The beetle nest is here. Okay, so we need to come back. I love discovering different little creatures. You know, I've always been a big fan of like animals in general, and like when I was a kid, I was always into the Discovery Channel watching nature documentaries and stuff like that. So this is definitely my type of game. It'd be cool if, you know, other open worlds games focus on that too, or like I want to like have an open world like photography game. That would be cool. Just go out and like take photos of animals and things and landscapes, and element. Maybe there could be like an online element where you can put up your pictures in a gallery and other players can like rate them or something. That'd be freaking cool. It seems like an easy thing that could be done, right? But they always have to focus on combat these games. We gotta find the cave. So one thing I wish you could do in this game though is change my outfit. I think you can probably find different ones, but you can't take the mask off. You can't take this off. Like, I guess they didn't want to animate a facial expressions or anything. But it would have been nice to like be able to take it off if I wanted to. And maybe get some more early options. Is this the cave? This is the cave. I imagine we'll find some more outfits in the open world. I feel embarrassingly vindicated as I hand Saima the beetles, but rather than gloat, she hands me the calibrator and begins to cry. Oh no, what have I done? You're leaving, you'll never come back. Oh, she took it because she didn't want me to leave. She blows her nose and then wipes her hand on her tunic. Yara never came back after the last gliding. Aren't you sad? You were her friend. I miss her too. She might visit again someday. I tell Saima that Yara will likely visit one day, just as I will if ever I should choose another clan. But how will you find us? We'll have moved 1,000,000 times by then. Offer that I will always find the Bixie no matter what. Please don't go. I tell Saima not to worry, that I will be back sooner than she knows. And I'm sure she pouts behind the mask. And I add that if I'm not back sooner than she knows, then she will be ready for her gliding by then, and she can come bother me herself. Promise? I say yes. Good. Then I suppose I can come see you off. I thank her and say goodbye for now. Alright, we need 2 more parts. Then I guess we'll be off to the gliding. Interesting. Red dye. We can make our bike red maybe now. There's her little hideaway. Alright, see you later. I'll see you later. It contains so much chaos and verve in a small form. Even now, there is something troublesome being dreamed up behind that mask. I know it. Is there a way to use that item? The dye bottle for the colors of... Can I use it? Maybe I have to give it to the mechanic guy. Mechanic person here. Adds me a series of blah blah blah. Nope. Alright. Well, maybe we'll just go get to the next piece. I imagine we already installed it. Did we already install the bike parts? Oh, that's other stuff we already... Maybe we have to get all of them at once, all of them together, and then we can install the stuff. The bike seems very much the same. Let's go this way. It seems like a bigger dungeon over here. Maybe like a successor of this game could add maybe more survival elements, and that would make it even more immersive. I don't know. It's hard to do that without it being annoying sometimes to have survival elements, but like maybe like an ability to put a camp out there, like just to camp out in the wastelands. The desert would be cool. Craft your own food and stuff. Cook your own food. That'd be cool. This used to be an ocean, maybe. Look, there's a boat there. Interesting. So you can kind of tell this is an indie game because like there's no animation to like go down the ladder. You have to do this. Oopsie daisies. No, don't go down that way. I just wanted to take a look here. I wonder if we'll be able to ride that balloon at some point. I do want like a telescope. I wish they gave us a telescope or something. Or binoculars or something to zoom in. I like doing that in games, like scouting out like where I'm going to go next and zooming in. What is this? Some kind of dam or something that water used to flow through here maybe? The music is nice too. Very sci-fi. Kind of like 80s sci-fi music almost. You can feel the wind too. When the wind picks up, and the controller vibrates a little bit. What's this? Got a battery. Another spaceship. Wonder if the end of the game is like we get to fly out into space, and that's how you end the game. Imagine the part is inside the spaceship. I mean, this is a spaceship. Maybe it's a boat. For when it used to be a bunch of water here. Atomic control panel. We did it. Can't climb the shiny insides of a ship. Okay. Yeah, it's like kind of simple, but it's nice. It's not overly complicated, this game. I think it's more about just the vibes and the exploration, you know? It's not meant to be super challenging. And it's a good type of game. I think it's probably like their first game, the studio maybe, or an early, you know, one of their first ones maybe. It's a type of game that like doesn't require as much resources if you just keep it simple like this. You know, it's also kind of reminded me of like Shadow of the Colossus, that type of vibe where it's like you explore this big, you know, desolate landscape. And it'd be cool if there was more indie studios that did stuff like this. That'd be cool. I don't know, it's just, I guess, the type of game I like. I don't think there's anything over here. And like, I guess, you know, because a lot of the indie games are also like 2D or like isometric, and like I said, it's simpler to design and to make. But you know, if you stick to a simple art style like this, it doesn't have to be super realistic. And I imagine it's simpler to make it. than if you don't want to make a 2D game. Because like it's also just reminiscent of like older games, like maybe like a PlayStation game or N64 game maybe. Like there's still like people who are into that style. There's really nothing over here, huh? Ooh, might be something up there. What's this? Some altar. Here's some more environmental storytelling. Perhaps some kind of god that they pray to. So there is a sun here that's different. This one is just a regular looking sun. It's not egg shaped. I wonder if we can go up there actually by those boats up there. Pretty much where like there's sand, you can pretty much walk on. I think that's the key. So if there's like little patch of sand on the side of the cliff, it would be good to try that out, see if we can get there. You know, or a surface like this, I guess, a boat or a ship. These are like the hidden little Korok seeds or something from this game's version of the Korok seeds in Zelda. You just probably grab them, and at the end you get like you can exchange them for some prize. You find enough. And I did see one earlier yesterday I couldn't reach, so I think maybe we upgrade our stamina, which I imagine we'll be able to do at some point. We'll be able to find more of them. Look, we have a little shadow there. The bubble, there's no shadow to the bubble. Cool, pretty cool. I need a binoculars or something. And you can hold this forever pretty much, as long as you keep it held. But you have your bubble. So you could probably use this to get down from a really up high. And that's another thing I like in games where you can like jump from way up high. And like it's a feeling of falling, like skydiving. It's just, you know, I haven't done that in real life, but I can do it in the game. It's just fun. I like it. Oh, guess we're done here. Now we need one more part. Look at our flippers. Our slippers. Our sandals, I guess, really. That's a cool animation there. Flippers, slippers, sandals. There's nothing up there. I haven't been able to damage this. I wonder if this can be damaged, this bike. I feel like maybe not. Like, what if we do this? We would have to go from higher up. Oh, this is where the beetles were. Now I have to go over this direction. It's about this, the sunset is about to happen. Find a power supply. It's by that glowy thing. Is the power supply. So it's not super big area so far. It's kind of like the tutorial area, pretty much. But I wonder if that connects. Like, does that connect? It looks like, you know, it looks like the Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones statues that lead to a bigger city or something. This right here. So I guess, yeah, I guess that's the passageway to the next map. We might not be able to access it yet. There's a go up there, I think. Chugga chug chug. Let's go, let's go. We need to make this faster. Okay, so here we gotta figure out how to get up there. Little hole nowhere. Do we have to go up that way? Or was the ship on this rock? And then we have to go up here. I don't know, it feels like that's the way to go. But I want to explore more of this area. Nothing here. Yeah, we should go the other way. Okay, so are we gonna have the stamina? Oops. I went a little further down. Oh well. I think we can make it. Yeah, we're good. I guess it's nighttime now. Stars. Maybe that wobbly thing I saw from the clip I showed earlier was just a cloud. I thought that was like a celestial body. It was like yellow or something. Maybe that egg-shaped thing was a cloud, not a sun. I guess it could have been, huh? I thought it was an egg-shaped moon or something. Yeah, probably like that. There's a bunch of debris over there. I think what we gotta do is gotta climb up here, and from up top we jump and fall to the other rock over there. Is that the moon? Let's take a little moon bath. So we can jump from here over there. And the power supply is probably attached to those red ribbons. But what's up here? More monies. I need to buy me another mask. We need some new fashion. You know what I would like in some games? Like in the beginning, I know it's fun to like find new stuff, new outfits as you play. But it'd be cool if like you get a selection of maybe not like the best outfits, but in the beginning you get a selection of a few outfits you can choose. Like choose your style so you can like have a default look that you like, and then the other ones you can just find in the world as you explore. Kind of like choosing a class, I guess. In an RPG, I guess that's kind of how that works too. But this is like a small game, so least like maybe change your colors with this dye maybe, but again, wait, I don't think we can use this dye right now. Did I pick another one up right now? I only have one here. Interesting. Key. Oh, it's this thing I picked up. Oh, the power supply. I thought that was a little dye capsule. So now we have those. So Cizo is the mechanic person. Deliver the parts to Cizo. Alright. We got it. But there's probably more stuff. There's no climbing. There's only hopping. Ah. Is that a secret area? Don't think so. Cool. We can go down that way. Maybe there's something underneath that ship. I feel like there might be something down this way. Yeah. This looks like a fancy box. Cuts. The cache of 100 cuts made from metal harvested from crash ships. They have holes punched through the middle where a rope can be slid through for easy and convenient transportation. Cuts. What is that for? I mean, that's pretty much all the info. They're not going to tell us anything else in here, are they? I don't even see it anywhere in here. Or maybe cuts are the currency. Because I don't think I had 390 before. Elevator? Elevator, please? Nope. Just a platform. I want to go that way, though. Yeah, we have to not go there. There's probably nothing underneath that ship hole. Can we climb this? We don't have the stamina anyways. Oh well. We need some wings. You know, that'd be cool. A game where you can build your own airplane. That'd be cool. We can make it. There is something here. It's a chum egg. We got 3 chum eggs now. Hey, old chum. How you doing, old chum? Can we go up there? I want to go up there. What's the best option here? Probably shouldn't use up my stamina by running and jumping. Nothing around here. I gotta get back to my bike anyway. I have a number 4 next to a moon icon. Crescent moon. What does that mean? Another currency, maybe? Perhaps for upgrades or something. Ooh, another chum egg. How do we get there, though? We're gonna need more stamina. We're gonna have to mark it. It's like right there. I mean, I guess it's this thing. But the thing is that, can we put up a different marker? It doesn't show up. Or it shows up over here. Oh, okay. Maybe we can actually make it from over here. This little sliver here, I feel like, is a place you can stand on. Can I use a bubble if I fall down like this? Yeah. Oh, we can make it. We can make it. Gotta rest a little bit. I slid down a little bit. How you doing, old chum? Nice. So, like, it basically transforms itself into an egg. It's almost like it's being reborn. It's gonna be reborn when it hatches through the egg. Like, usually the egg, a larva comes out of the egg, right? Or something like that. But this is the other way around. Interesting. Going up there is gonna take more stamina. Alright, so we already went there. Gotta get back to our thing. Hello, Diggs. By the way, 7, welcome in. Just doing some scavenging in the desert here. So we gotta get back to our bike and then we can go upgrade it. And maybe then we'll start our journey. Nice and cozy little bubble. This could be considered a cozy game, I guess. It's not too intensive. Not the typical type of cozy game, but still pretty cozy. Question is, how much better is our bike gonna get? Maybe marginally better, but it's gonna incentivize us to keep exploring to make it even better, I imagine. Hello. I got all the parts. Strange questions where I make an excuse. Take my leave. Okay, this is not the person, this is Driss. It must be the person upstairs that's gonna help us. I thought this was like a mechanic dude. It must be the guy up there in that house. You know, it's easy to forget these names when you're playing a new game. I mean, that's not it. I think the main person that's been giving us the quest is the person over here. Bigs. This is Hilal. Maybe it's the guy up in the tower. What's this guy's name again? Cizo. Is he on the map anywhere? It's up this way. Where did he go? It's probably the guy in the tower. Does she have anything to say? Hello, little glider. Nothing new. I read that already earlier. Crystal farmers. She says that she encountered some crystal farmers, but won't tell us anything about them. Because we gotta discover it ourselves. She doesn't want to spoil the story for us. So we gotta keep a lookout for some crystal farmers later. There we go, this is the person we gotta talk to. I return to Cizo with the parts, and it's as she waves me over that I feel a pang of sadness in my chest. When will I see her again once I'm gone? Well done, Sable. Yes, this is everything we need. Are you ready to assemble a bike of your own? Yes, I'm ready. Or maybe... Okay, this is the one we're gonna assemble right now. I thought we were gonna upgrade the one we already had. Cizo relaxes in the workshop. It isn't that she's particularly rigid or anxious ordinarily, but there's a certain calm beauty that one only truly appreciates when Cizo is in her element. Yeah. I wonder if it's this way for all machinists. She's a machinist, okay. What you must understand, Sable, is that the components you acquired, they fit together, not by chance, not by effort, but by nature. They belong to her. They have always belonged to her. All we are doing is assembling her from what she has already been. I nod and I feel a soft buzzing in my ears. Among my clan, we believe that machines have names, held for ages like deep secrets unheard by those unequipped to listen. We will fill this one's name together. Ooh, I get to name my machine. Cool. Cizo relaxes in the workshop. It isn't that she's particularly rigid or anxious ordinarily, but there's a certain calm beauty. Yeah, yes. I wonder if that's... Yeah, there is. It's nice to see people who are in their element focused. And making something. They belong to her. They've always... Yeah, same thing. Alright, so what? Now we gotta wait for something? We gotta put the parts together? Ooh. Wings. Can we fly? We're building. And now we gotta put this one over here. This is exciting. Okay, so this is gonna be our new motorbike, our new hover bike. I don't know, hoverplane bike. Oh yeah, ships of old. I can't get on it. Listen. Cizo tilts her head a moment, leaning closer to Simone. All at once, I know the hoverbike's name, Simone. I say it in a whisper to let Cizo know. No, it's not Simone, it's Simone. I like it. Simone. Moon. Well done, Sable. What sort of name is that? What does it mean? It means yes, moon. C is yes in Spanish, right? Does she want to go with it? Go with me? What does it mean? What sort of name? Let's ask this just to get clarification. What does it mean? You should ask her yourself. Cizo looks utterly serious, entirely serious. The bike, to my enduring surprise, says nothing even when I lean close. I tell Simone that I am eager to know her better, and Cizo looks quite proudly at the both of us. You're ready then for the gliding. May all the gods turn their faces from you, Sable. An odd blessing, perhaps, but Sizo is prone to such things, and I can read in her tone that it was meant quite sweetly. You must learn to listen to Simoon, to care for her. Seek out my fellow machinists on your travel, Sable. They will teach you the arts of machine whispering. Oh, machine whisperers, what we're going to become. And I imagine these machinists will help us upgrade our bike. Machinist badge. Oh, and here, take this. It's a machinist badge. When you meet plenty of my ilk on your gliding, show them your worth and they'll give you more badges. I think Sisu twice for good measure and give a bow. I am ready. I would speak to Jaddy about the final gliding. Okay. I think we're pretty much ready to go. Can I hop on this now? I think there's gonna be maybe a ceremony or something. We gotta talk to the guy upstairs. I think this compass is now attached to this one. No, it says that our thing is over here. Interesting. I should speak to Jaddy. Yeah. Well, let's go up. Any mail for me? Zero mail. I think we'll get mail once we go out into the world. And it makes the weight of my departure feel heavier still. What a strange day. Sable, is that a badge you've got there? Look at me, Jaddy. I'm already gliding. I take up the badge and hold it out for a closer examination. So close, in fact, that Jaddy chuckles and has to take a small step back. Sizu must have really felt you earned it. Well done. I give a bow of thanks. Well, Sable, if you keep this up, you'll be headed for the Mask Caster in no time. Mask Caster? Who's that? I try to think about going to a Mask Caster, but it seems impossibly far away. Imagine choosing what I want to be. Can we choose like different classes and stuff later? Imagine choosing what I want to be forever. I know what you're thinking, but don't worry about it. You'll get plenty of badges when you're out there, and once you got 3 alike, you can trade it in for that mask. But don't feel like your first mask is your final choice. The gliding is about freedom and exploration. I suggest you claim as many masks as you wish. Okay, so I guess maybe different masks gives us different abilities, maybe? Only at your final ceremony will you be asked to choose one. Uh-oh. Or maybe it's like, again, more like a class thing, not abilities. How will I choose one? Which one should I choose? How will I choose one? You'll have to feel it out, but when you know, you'll know. Now, the tone of her now puts the butterflies back in my stomach. With all of this done, there is only one thing left. It's time then, isn't it? Time to walk through the face door at the Temple of Rohana. There you'll assemble your gliding mask under the mask and go. There are things I wish to convey to Jaddy here, depths of love and gratitude and fear and worry and hope. And though I find myself unable to speak any of it in words, I know she understands. Before you leave, child, I made you these. They are dyed with traditional Ibixi maroon, and I hope provide you great comfort out in the desert. Yay, new outfit. When you leave today, you will no longer be Sable, a clan child of the Ibixi. You will simply be Sable, and the rest will come. But no matter what you are, no matter where your journey takes you, I will always know you. I will always love you. I love you too, Jaddy. And I will see you again. I don't know where my journey will end, but I know where it must begin, and I am ready. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's check out this new outfit. Okay, so it's like a hooded version. Okay. And we get to see a little bit of her face underneath a little bit. And then this one is just baggier. I don't think they give you any abilities. The fabric seems to have been made at the Burnt Oak Station. It's just cosmetic. I like this one better though. Oh yeah, we're cloaking. Let's see if we get a better look actually. We have no face. Okay. How did you even get up there, that little... Okay, is this a different girl than from earlier? Okay. Maybe when we come back, she'll get back down here. I have to go back to the temple. I should head to the temple doing gliding. What about my new bike and stuff? That's my older bike. It says to go that way. I think it's a little off, the icon. I guess, should I talk to other people first? I'm off to the temple. From perpetual and distant star, we did not glide, but flew from afar. Wanderers, nomads, and home undefined. And when we sought purchase, the deserts was kind. And so we now amble, one home's the next. We live as we once did, wandering with the ibex. Okay, ibex next. That rhymes, I guess. I don't know if anybody's gonna say anything new. How is this same thing? Let's check out this person. Same thing. Alright, I guess we'll get on the clunker. Is there a passage through here this way? Yeah, I guess so. Maybe we have to get the mask first and then we can use our new bike. Temple we go. This is the temple where we start off in, and we were looking at that mural or that face on the wall. We couldn't get through it. Oh, that was a funny jump. I think it's just straight this way. There it is. This must be the gliding goddess. Oh. Hello. Where's my pray emote? Okay, so it's a puzzle. There's some buttons we gotta press. I think we have to go that way actually. But maybe we can go this way first. Oops, I forgot to hold it. Oh well. Looks like we can go up this way anyway. Sometimes the camera is wonky like this. You get too close to something, to a wall. Ooh, I gotta get that treasure. But let's see what happens when we do this. Ah, we gotta put the mask on. Oh no, I'm going down. I want to go back up. I need to get that treasure. Yep, that's currency. What are we gonna buy with all this currency? There's that way. Were there only 2 buttons? I think there's only 2 buttons. Perfect. We got a fairy person over there and an Artemis looking person over here. What could it mean? I guess now we're go to the bottom. Oh, wait, there's a freaking button over there. Maybe the top of the mask is what we need to finish this off. Any more chests, treasure chests around here? I don't see any. There we go. They got a third eye up there. Maybe. Uh-oh, another puzzle? This looks ominous. Ooh. This is a mask I think we see in the, the poster of the game. In the trailers and marketing material. With the horns. I think I can grab it, but it's glowing red. They're glowing red. That doesn't look very inviting. This looks very cult-like. I don't know. This one has no red mask. Uh-oh, am I supposed to grab this? Ebixie mask. I did it. Can I put it on? A mask worn by those in the Sansi made of bone. The ones particular to the Ebixie are made from the skull of a mountain goat. Okay. I am now your god. Nothing here. Alright, did it. Let's go back. Okay, that wasn't scary. It was fine. I was half expecting some enemies to come out, but we haven't had any combat, and I think maybe we don't have any combat in this game. But I was getting those vibes. In the other game, you would definitely get some enemies there. I pressed the button, but I don't think it does anything now. Where did our hover bike go? This way, I think. Wait a second. What happened to our hover bike? It's gone. Someone took it. We took it back. Well, I guess that was the official switch. Now we got to use our new bike. We gotta walk over there now. Or we can run a little bit. We're pretty close. Not a big deal. We're ready for the gliding. Hello. Logging in. Hello, Sable. Johnny's voice echoes strangely through the machine, yet still it warms me. Well, Sable, this is it. By the time you hear this, we will have gone. The gliding is a journey that must begin alone. Wait, everyone left? The whole crew left? There's a certain nuance lost in transmission, and for that I am grateful. It would be far too much to hear the cracks in her voice and not run weakly into her arms to stay forever. But I'm ready, and so I close my eyes and listen. But though you go by yourself, you are not without friends, you are not without family, you are not without love. These things you will always carry with you as you do your mask. And I know I'm not supposed to do this, but if I were you, I might go and see Utari. They're the machinist at Burnt Oak Station and among Cizo's closest friends. Alright, first person to meet Utari. Utari is a good contact to have on one's gliding. And if I way to get another machinist badge if you're so inclined. Only a suggestion though. As for us, I'll send another message once we've returned to the Ewer. So keep an eye on the post boxes and try not to forget us. Takes a long breath and I forget that things are easy as breathing could ever exist. I forget that things as easy as breathing could ever exist. The world is waiting, Sable. Good luck. Oh, there's another worm over there. Wait, you forgot your bike. Don't forget your motorbike. Leave the canyon. What? I can't even use my compass or anything? I can't move. It's telling me to press triangle. Oh, there we go. You can call it out. It's like a horse. Nice. Ooh, look at it. It looks real good. It has a glowy little tic-tac in there. Oh boy. Oh yeah. That feels better. Oh yeah, now we're playing. Now we're gliding. Okay, so the speed isn't that much faster, if at all, but it does feel smoother. The vibration in the controller is like more of like a hum. And the trigger isn't as hard to pull down on. There's still some resistance to it, which is cool. If you press it lightly, it has like a smaller smoke cone, maybe. No, it's the same. It glows green when you're accelerating faster, yeah. There's still no reverse. There's not really a brake, I don't think. You can't brake, which is kind of interesting. Like, it's a different way of maneuvering, I guess. You gotta, stay conscious of the fact that in order to brake, you just gotta let go and glide to your stop. And because it's not going that fast, it's not the biggest of deals. But I wonder if we'll get to upgrade it at a brake later, or we'll see how that goes. And then we have this strafe function still. Pretty cool. This is nice. This is fun. It's just fun. It's just fun. I guess we gotta go out of the canyon for the next step. But is there anything else here? I mean, I don't think it went over here yet, but we could come back and fully explore this later. I imagine we can come back. But let's just take a little ride around just to get a good feeling and get a feel for it. Oh look, I think there's something there. It sounds different. 500. 500 now. That's a good amount to have on us before we venture out. So did everyone actually leave? I didn't check to see if everyone actually left. I'm assuming everyone left, but while I was at the temple, everyone just packed up and left. That's kind of funny. When I bring up the map, it doesn't like automatically switch to where my location. I have to kind of move it around. And I went over that way. Maybe, oh, maybe this is where I did go. This is where I got the part. Never mind. Yeah, we did go through here. And I don't think this has like an HP bar, this thing. It looks like we can bump into anything and not worry about it. I'm gonna go see if that girl's still there underneath the camp. I imagine she, you know, they wouldn't leave a girl behind, little girl. Good time with it. Who knows? A lot of stuff isn't optimized for PC either. But when it's running okay, when it's running smoothly, like right now, it's fun to glide around like this. Whee! I'm just I'm just gonna keep hanging out over here then. Let's see. Yeah, I think maybe like closer to towns and villages it's a little choppier. Camps, I mean. Oh, a little more stutter there. I think those little streaks are just the wind effects. Yeah. I'm just gonna have to deal with the choppiness every now and then. Should we keep going to the edge of the world? There's another camp right there. Or there are ruins, some ruins. And there's no like animals or activity out here really. Seems like it's mostly just, you know, a desert between points of interest. Which is okay. You know, this ain't no big AAA game. There's another thing over there. Well, that's just like some smoke. We got a border here. Is it gonna stop us, I wonder, at the border? There's a passage there. Do we keep going? Let's just keep going, see what happens. Yeah. These stutters are just gonna kind of make me not want to play as much, unfortunately. But, you know, the world is still pretty captivating to me. I mean, if it's like, oh, don't lose your bike. When you're not riding it, your hover bike will appear as a blue icon on your cover. So, okay. I don't know, I guess like, oh my gosh, right now it's like really stuttering on that. But I feel like I still am gonna play it a little more, even after, like, you know, I'm gonna progress a little more, even off stream, because I feel like the world is still captivating enough. An elevator. But we'll see. We'll see how long I can tolerate the choppiness here and there. But I guess, you know, this purpose of this stream really is just to get an idea of the game and also like give you guys an idea of how this game plays and see if you're interested or not. And if you can bear with some performance issues, then it could be a good time. Now I'm like way over here. Shit. Well, maybe we should just go to the very edge. I feel like this is another edge here. It's probably gonna stop us around here. It's not stopping us. Damn, it's even more choppier over here. Huh, I guess we can explore this area. And there's a post here, or is that a tree? I guess it runs a little better when you're off your bike. Okay, that's an egg-shaped cloud. Okay, that was the cloud I saw earlier. It wasn't like an egg-shaped sun or moon. Ooh, some sliding. That's always fun. You can feel the sliding in the controller, the coarse sand. Yeah, it just gets choppier when you're on the bike. There's a whole thing over here. I don't think there's any settings we can change. Field of view. Okay, so there's around B. This default is like right here-ish. What if we do this? Does that help at all? Maybe slightly. But it's also really cramped field of view. Oh look, this is marked on the map now. Vivarium. A whole big dinosaur over there, look at that. Maybe, I think this is a little better. I think I'm just gonna have to maybe play with the small, like the short, small field of view. Narrow, I guess, the narrow field of view. I'm still getting a couple stutters here and there though. And it still doesn't feel that smooth. But what can you do? It's a camp, I guess, maybe, when there's people there. Marrow Bone Station. Hello. I'm studying different flora and fauna across Midden. At the moment, we can treat a lot of things using old tech, but we need to be more and more careful how we use that stuff. It's not accessible to everyone. Out on the dunes, it's hard to move, and if you lose power. We're starting to make progress with more local, non-technological remedies, but there's still a lot out there to study. Interesting. What if we do the opposite? What if we do the field of view all the way to max? Is that going to be even worse, you think? I think it's more noticeable because there's more you can see on screen, so there's more frame drops you can see. I feel like maybe. If I walk slowly and pan the camera slowly, it's less noticeable. Right now it's pretty smooth. Look at that, pretty performance. But then the quicker I go, it gets choppy in that direction. Anywhere that's like looking towards the open world, it gets choppier. But then if I look over here towards the camp, it's pretty smooth. Not bad. I'm not the most expert of frame counters, frame drops and stuff counting, but when it's obvious, it's obvious. Alright, let's go back to the quest at hand. And let's see how performance is like when we're out there riding around. Alright, I thought there was a jump button for a second. Nope, no jump button. It's in this direction. If we go straight this way, is that gonna let us do it? Because we have to cross this boundary. Maybe go up some hills. You know, the field of view change, I don't even think it really did much of a difference. Makes much of a difference. I think I have to go through the narrow area, or there's a spot I can go through. Don't, why does it keep popping up? I know where my bike is, I'm on it. Even if I look down on the ground, there's still some stuttering. If I look up, this angle's not that bad. I guess it's a little better. If I look mostly up at the sky, but there's still some stuttering there. Yeah. Is this it? Pretty much. No, we're still further away. Oh, this is the outside of the main area. The tutorial area. Okay, we're like over here. Damn. Damn. Let's try the field of view thing again. Really, it's just panning the camera. Whenever we pan it, looking at certain areas, that's where when it dips the frame rate. Maybe the machinist can help us out, upgrade our bike so it doesn't drop frames. Toddy, I need some help. But maybe it is a little better with this narrow field of view. How far we got? There's still a ways out. Maybe just that balloon over there. I guess maybe there won't be upgrades to the speed, because if we make this too fast, then the frame rate's gonna go even lower. Oh boy. They should be in that camp over there. I imagine they're up top. Ooh, look at that. Different bikes. That's cool. Oh, I never tried. What if we just fly this way? If we fly in the strafing mode, it'll go slow enough where we won't have much frame drops. That's the key. Just go real slow. Burnt Oak Station. Nice. This way? This guy? What? No, there should be a thing above their head. Oh, maybe it is this person. The machinist looks me over. You're late. For what? I've never met you in my life. I'm perfectly on time. No. I tell them yes, they are at least considering it. No, you are late. Perplexed, I wait for them to explain themselves, but they seem to wait for the same. Briefly, I feel a hint of shame as I remember the times I have been late amongst the Bixie, things I have slipped up in doing. But I dismiss my doubts, as I recall that I have no idea who this strange machinist is. I ask them, my name is Utari. Of immediate relevance to you is that I am a friend of Sizo. I asked then if Sizo alerted them to my impending arrival. Perhaps she looks out for me and sets waypoints and oases, I imagine, along my gliding. A comforting thought. No, it was your hover bike. I heard it from the first time months ago and felt the shape of her voice. Sorry. I tell Utari that it was not Simoon they heard, for Sizo and I only built her a few days since. Hence, they wave their hands at me in a hurried dismissal. Did Sizu teach you so little? The voices of our machines are eternal, more ancient even than their forms. I hear them, as I always have, and yours I thought would revisit me sooner. But here we are. Now let us speak of why you have come. Our needs converge. Our needs converge atop the wind tower. Tell me more. Something has stopped the tower working. I was hours away from going to see it myself. But you and Simoon came after all, so there, mend that what is broken or soothe what is hurt, and I will give you what you seek. I asked Utari if they know what I seek. I admit that I might not. A direction. I will be waiting for you. Travel swiftly and safely. I say goodbye to Utari. Wait, I want the option to to upgrade my bike. How may I help? No luck with the tower? I'm sure you'll sort it soon. The test is made for you. Customized bike. Let's have a look, shall we? What's this? These are the 3 parts I collected. Max speed, acceleration. Okay, so we can increase the speed and acceleration. Handling. There's no frame rate performance option. So we have a thingamabob. Wait, did that cost money? Did I spend some money? Should we make it all red? Oh look, we can see the look right here actually. Let's make it all red. Thank you. Well, our next mission is to go to the tower. But I think that'll do it for this session. Oh, look at that. We got a beetle. Is that like an actual beetle or a robot beetle? It's a big old beetle. Look at that. That's some cool stuff. Welcome. Come view my wares. Ooh, we can buy stuff. A beetle hood. Beetle bike front. So you can customize it even further. Excuse me. Till next time, friend. Okay, so there's cool new customizations. What about outfits? Young glider. Blah blah blah. I need sleep. Don't we all? But don't you feel lucky that you could make a bed under the stars? My neck aches faintly at thought of how nights I'll spend this way. It's possible I'm romanticizing a little bit. You see, I'm getting ready to leave on my second gliding. She reads the confusion in my silence. Did no one tell me of the second gliding? I suppose it isn't a real second gliding, but it's how I'm thinking about it. A chance to see the world again and how it's changed. I am an Ekrengard, and you see, or I was an Ekrengard. As of 3 days ago, I'm officially retired. You should have seen the way the others look at me. There's laughter in her voice. All of them were so baffled to see me go, telling me how much I'd missed the big city. A few of them even felt sorry for me, like, what would I do now that my life's purpose is complete? Can you imagine? I tried to, but I can barely muster a view of my purpose's start, let alone its end. I shake my head. I said thank you all for the strange condolences, but tomorrow marks the first time in decades that I'll wake up in the morning and have absolutely no idea what lies ahead, and I've never been more excited. Don't get me wrong, I've loved my work, and I even love the noise and the trouble of Ekria, but I've spent enough of my life standing around looking hard. It's time to explore. Her glee is infectious. I asked where she'd like to go. I'm heading to the Badlands. I think I want to see the Bridge of the Betrayed. If you haven't already, you should definitely go and see it yourself. You'll want the northern Badlands southwest of here. I nod, trying to keep direction in mind, and Elizabeth gives me a little chap. Maybe I'll see you up there. A new quest. I guess we'll go find her one of these days if I continue to play this for a long period. Well, yeah, this field of view is a little bit too cramped, isn't it? What if we do something a little closer? Oh, that's the... If you press X, it goes back to the normal. Maybe something like that. Unfortunately, we can't sit down. I would like to have a sit-down emote. That's the game so far. Sable. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed with the performance. Like, it was pretty fine in the tutorial section. You know, I got a couple frame drops here and there, some stuttering, but for the most part, riding around was nice, even with the new bike. But then as we exited, damn, did it start going down, and it was not as nice to experience, look at, and play. So that's a bit disappointing, maybe more than a bit. But I like the world. I like the characters. The main character is interesting. I like how the dialogue works. It's like, you know, it's like reading a book, like a novel or something, when she's like narrating, like we read her inner thoughts as she approaches people and talks to them. And it seems like could be a fun world to explore, and you know, just ride around in if the performance was more stable. And unfortunately, as far as I know, there's not going to be any new updates to the game. Maybe if you have a good computer, maybe you could overcome some performance issues. I wonder how it would perform on the PS5 Pro, but this is the regular PS5. It does maybe indicate that maybe their next game, they'll get maybe more used to the tech and they'll have more time. Who knows what happens? Maybe they were rushed to get the game out, you know. Their publisher wanted to speed things up and they didn't have enough time to really polish it or something. I don't know what went down there, but maybe, you know, they'll learn from this game and their next game will be better polished and even more of an exciting adventure. But I'm gonna, you know, maybe off stream play a little bit more of it, see how much I can withstand. And yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer. I you know, if it wasn't for the performance issues, it would be a very easy recommend. I don't think it's that expensive now. This was on PlayStation Plus. That's how I got it. That's how I'm playing it. You know, so I didn't have to pay any money for it except for the PlayStation Plus, you know, yearly fee. But you know, I use that anyways to play online, other games and stuff. So It's like a bonus, really. I mostly just use it for online play. But yeah, you know, I guess if you want that, like, maybe Star Warsy scavenger rain experience of exploring an alien world in a desert-like environment, this has the aesthetic. You just have to bear with the performance is all. But yeah, that'll be it for tonight. We'll be playing other games too. I'm gonna try to, you know, maybe do more little sessions with different games, do some more variety, and then, you know, we'll do like full playthroughs of games upcoming. Stay tuned to the channel. But yeah, that's gonna do it. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.